Hello.
Hi,
Oh,
how are we
How's
doing?
your cat?
Uh, all right. A bit too heavy. Did you meet the cats? Did you meet the big white
mm,
cat? Yeah.
the black and white
He
one.
so Ella's made this catio, and I think he might have overdone it by actually just moving from one plane of vertical existence to another. He might have like then come back down and bust his leg or something. But he's well, and the vet was great actually, so it was quite a relief. But it's always a bit of a worry, and then transporting him around when you haven't got a car is a bit of a faff.
Mm.
So yeah, he seems well. He's had some drugs. He seems to be lying on the floor, completely out of his box, out of his mind on drugs. So I'm a little bit envious, really. But anyway, there you go.
Me too.
How are you two doing?
I'm not bad.
And you, Joe?
I'm all right. Finally shifted some of that thing you shared with me. I've only got part way through. Is there an error in there? So, well, there is one. You shouldn't be able to swipe your characters as early as you do. Uh,
There is that. There is you can't swipe right on the characters, or is it left? You then also there is a logic problem. I'm not sure if the characters are all working properly in terms of resolving and stuff. I would have to investigate further. Not resolving, but like when you pay for them or get the extra three, whether you've getting ones you've actually seen before. I need to record in order to be precise with you. But then if you look at the very end of the video, there is an issue with the wrong people being on the coin. I think you choose burner and then the wrong ones on the coin. Also, when you're picking the characters, it's kind of glitching between two different images, which is
yeah,
necessarily a problem. But
I mean it is because it's not supposed to be happening. But yeah, I know
we
about
could
that one.
use it to great effect if we know what it is. If it is actually switching from one image to another, we might be able to kind of do something. There's a kind of something we might want to lean into rather than fix it to be anodyne and
Uh,
antiseptic.
I'd rather fix it so that we can control it, and then if we want to bring it back in on purpose.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just not sure whether I've got another Android phone going here. I can show it to Ella, which I'd like to, but I just wasn't sure if we wanted to fix things first. I mean, I've got a really strong feeling that the characters shouldn't necessarily be at the beginning. I think it's a coin trailer, it's not a character trailer, and I like the idea that you see the characters when you go into continue, and it's a bit like going into another world. But that's just my point of view. There's another usability thing is like I thought what we did on the previous version in terms of the front. I mean, I know it was a bit rushed, but I kind of liked it. The front end, it was fast in. You had the ability to change characters before the time ran out. I kind of like that. Now I feel like I'm waiting around for something and I get a bit bored. These are just my thoughts. I'm not saying we should do anything right now other than consider whether we want to fix the logic or whether we want to run it to Ella and start to understand it. I mean, obviously, we haven't had any major sort of conversations about the design. There's still some design still left to do, but I mean, do you feel okay with it, Taro, on the whole?
Yeah, I mean, I have some things to report as well, though I mean, you probably already know about them, but just in case, like testing the random button. I think if you tap it too many times, the coin just stops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's if you tap it and if you move your finger, it counts as a drag, but a really slow one. So
Okay.
yeah, I do know about that. I'm not entirely sure what to do about it, but I will figure something out.
I mean,
I
there's
mean, it's what
also
we do. Sorry,
I was
you
gonna say
should
there's
you should
also
go
the
on.
one side of the coin that's concave.
Yes,
Yeah.
I need to. I'm sort of holding off on that until we have full proper bits in, because the 3D hierarchy for that coin is insane. There's
Is
so many elements to it now. But I once we've got what we're gonna stick with, I'll fix that.
is that something I could fix? because I know there's the outer rim and then there's the.
So what I think I'd need to do, or you do, or whatever, at some. Can I share my screen? At some point, if I just pull it up. Am I shit? You can see Unity window.
Yeah.
Okay. So like that. So it's as it is. Yeah, this is what it looks like currently. It's just madness.
Okay.
Should... Oh, actually, am I wrong? Why are you not turning? There we go. I may actually be wrong in. I may be wrong. Why is that not visible?
I mean, do you want me to show you how I've set it up in Blender?
You
It could be
can.
helpful. Because there's the rim, and then there's kind of like a central piece that is just kind of there in the center, and then there's the face, which is the faces for both sides that the character videos
Yeah,
go on.
if I remember rightly, I had to break that into parts. So we have the back and front of the coin separate. Let me just see if I can. You. Oh, okay. So that is not actually a concave surface. It's what is right. So it is visible. That's correct. Let me just run that and see what it does, because that could just be it, which would be useful. Was it purely that I didn't have something set on here? Yeah, we can move this to another point because it's a discrete element, so it can be moved to after the continue if we want to.
Okay. I mean, I also think it could kind of lay out better. I've been watching this great documentary about American Gladiators, the TV show, and they have these kind of like hierarchy of visuals, just the same images of people, but just stacked up and overlaid. It looked fucking great, and we should maybe do something like that. And then there's the icons that Ella needs to do. There's the instructions, which has been mocked up. I'm not sure I like the question marks, but we need to get that working. But that's more sort of graphical. Sorry, did you have anything else, Taro?
I mean, what I mentioned, I think, were the only bugs that I encountered while I played through.
And did you see the video with the logic problem at the end, Joe?
Yeah.
I've not got all the way through it yet. I was watching it as this call started, so I've not actually got to the end of that. But I will have a great.
I mean, I just don't know whether to show it to Ella now. I mean, there are usability things and there are bugs, and at this stage, none of the bugs are particularly kind of serious. I mean, there's issues to solve, obviously,
Yeah.
And then there are issues in terms of usability that are going to be important as well.
I think Ella wanted to see the sparks on the coin, so if you showed her the video, so you can see that.
It looks to me like the coin is moving as it spins. Now that the spark's there, why is that?
It could actually. That's the point. It shouldn't. It should just rotate on it. Although I think you're right.
It's rotating on one corner, isn't it? So it should rotate in the middle rather than on the corner.
I think that might be my fault. It might be rotating on the bone.
No, that's not you. The rotation is mine, but it's also scripted rotation, so can't be offset. That's literally impossible.
I mean, when I made the new animation,
before.
I added a bone at the front of the coin just so I could make it fall easier.
Yeah, but your bones aren't in play yet. Those don't come in until the. Let me. What happens if I just. So without the sparks, if I just press that.
That's still moving around to my.
Oh shit! Hang on.
I mean, because it does seem to be rotating where that bone is. I know it shouldn't matter, but
what I might have shifted some like okay there. Yeah, I've got a rotation running on one thing, and I've shifted part of the. So yeah, so we're off that much. Which one Yeah, okay, it's this offset thing. So it should be thing. Yeah, it's because it's slightly offset in its hierarchy. That's why it's looking. Yep, that's middle. The bones don't matter. That's centered horizontally. That is not. Eventually, this just needs to line up with the middle. If I am right, which as we know I always am. Let's try this. Is that fixed? That looks right to me.
Looking better, I think.
yeah. I mean, if we see it with the sparks, it'll probably be more obvious.
I mean, I kind of imagine that sparks would only be on like a little bit at the beginning, maybe, but I'm not.
I assumed it was grinding against like the ground or something. What am I doing? Am I moving those in the wrong direction?
We also talked about having sparks on the screen where you touch it, didn't we, as well? But
yeah, I'm thinking that I could probably make something better than what we have.
I mean, it'd be great. I saw something and we were watching like an angle grinder or something, and it was just like spraying sort of like, and it just needs one of those at the beginning where it, but like, so it kind of like comes up the screen like on a couple of tight little angles like that would be ace, I think. Just when you spin it and it goes left or it goes right.
Kind of like an explosion of like.
Yeah, like somebody
like sparkler.
Putting an angle grinder onto a piece of metal and it just goes.
Yeah, I'll try making something like that instead.
Yeah,
hopefully it'll work better.
We're close, aren't we? It's really getting there. What's your thoughts about the usability and the being made to wait around and whether the characters should go at the front, Taro? What's your thoughts?
I do like the character bit at the front. I thought that was just the first time the game loads up, and then when it loads up again, maybe that's not there. But
every time the game starts, basically.
Yeah. I think every time the game starts, I get what you're saying about, before it's like very quick to just kind of get in and ask a question. And I feel like when I was watching the video that you sent on email earlier, like I wasn't sure what the video was at first, and there was like an ad on the Google Play Store page for buying a cottage or something. So I thought it was going to be like a trailer where it's like, will I buy a cottage? And it just
let's just remember that, because those are sort of ideas that are quite good. So,
but yeah, it took a while to get into the app. So if it was a trailer, that's kind of something that I was going to bring up.
Yeah, but it's not a trailer, it's just a screen.
Yeah. But I think Yeah, the faster we kind of get to the actual game point, the more people are
Totally. I really liked
likely
what
to
we
use it
had
again and again.
before. I'm not totally convinced that the new way is the best way. I mean, or we just have to speed it up. I mean, I understand why it's been moved around a bit, but having the characters at the front, I'm pretty much against it at the moment. But then, you know, it's like you move it and then you go, oh no, it's better where it was. So I don't know. What do you think about the characters?
I mean, we could have it so that when you go to like the page that lets you know you don't have all the characters unlocked when you get this. So it's kind of like we have this animation here, but like over the top of it, maybe it says you have what is it, five, six,
6.
six characters unlocked. There are still three more. And then that text is kind of over what we're seeing now.
At the beginning or after continue?
After continue.
What do you think we should focus on right now? Because I think Ella's still got work to do. I mean, I think in principle we're fine with her design updates, aren't we?
I think right now just kind of maybe cleaning up the bugs and getting it to a place where we can kind of send it out to people to test.
Okay, well let's maybe then get Ella testing this one.
Yeah,
You work on the little bits that you can, Taro. You work on stuff that you need to, Joe, which is fixing bugs and stuff. And then I'll get Ella to have a look at it. And if we need to do another call a little bit later on, perhaps we can. But like get Ella in the loop of this as well to see what thoughts she has. And maybe we will have an update before she properly looks at it anyway. I don't know, but
yeah, because I've got some actually. Let me just try this. I've got some actual glitching stuff to fix.
that works much better, way faster. You know, the way we're just seeing it now going past super quick. That was
Yeah.
But we need a way to like to get past this, like double tap or something as well.
You can. I can put that in. You can skip it by tapping with two fingers. So that's how you emulate. I mean, you can skip most of it by doing that at the moment. Because it's got right click skips in it, just to make things faster for testing. But I can add in a double tap skip for that.
I don't know. I don't know what feels right, but I mean, I'm going off what we had before, I guess.
Can I just ask, does the coin here have the normal map on it?
Yes. Let me. Oh, hang on. That was breaking down. Did I fix that? I'm pretty sure I did. Things. You're in here somewhere. Two coin. Should have. Hang on. Let's just be certain. Oh God.
It's normal map scratches, I think.
That one.
Yep.
So that's and that is right. Okay, so that's definitely on there. It should have been assigned anyway, but okay. What next do? Oh, right. Okay. Take that. Put that there. Yeah. No, it's on. It is. There we go. That looks. Yeah. Right. There we go. That now has the normal on it.
Okay.
So you can either tap on the mirror icon or tap on the cursor.
Pretty good gun.
Can you widen the area like quickly and easily, just so that anywhere around there it brings up the keyboard?
Didn't work properly. Have I? Is this because I've removed the? Okay, that it should be anywhere sort of. I mean, you can't see it anymore, but where that box was, yeah. So anywhere sort of in this area should. Ah, hang on a minute. Wait, I might know what that is. It might be that if you tap on the text itself, it's blocking, so it's not allowing. Yeah, okay. I think.
I see. So the text, if you click on the text, it doesn't. But if you click around in that box, it does.
Yeah. Let me get that. I need to remove so much of this stuff though. Just a million bloody things. If I click that didn't work because it's a different fucking container.
Oh, sound effects as well. Sorry, I'm thinking out
There
loud.
we go. That's it. Take those off. Right. Right, that's done. Yeah, you sent those coiny things. What do you want actually doing with them? Where do you want them?
What are we talking about?
You said, hang on, I'll make to share my different thing. Oh, where have you gone?
So there's like a backward sound effect that's quite nice. If you could try and get that on there in time. If it doesn't quite work,
Where do you want
we've got
it?
other-
Is essentially
when the coin falls and then it rolls to a standstill, then
so coin fall roll.
with the back. I mean, to be honest, I don't think it's going to work, but just having something there will help us. And if we can, the more we can use kind of stylized stuff, which is why I want to try the backwards one, the better. But I can also do like a video edit and get something really precise that starts when it falls. So maybe I should do that. I mean, I'm thinking of sending you new sound effects for the characters anyway that are thinner and possibly a bit different, but I need to go through those, and maybe I'll do a proper coin fall.
Yeah, Joe, how easy would it be to add in like a new animation with the same rig? Is that like a pain or?
Should be able to just export the animation and bring that in. I mean, the entire thing's a bloody pain because I had to follow a tutorial to get it out properly because it was coming in all warped and stuff. But assuming that still works, I should be able to just bring in whatever.
What do you want to do with the animation, Taro?
I have a slightly longer one that where the coin bounces a bit more. I feel like it might suit the sound effect better. But the problem I was having with it is, well, there's a part of it that looks weird to me. I'm not sure if it like looks weird to everyone else or just because I've like
share it and we can just have a quick squint. I mean, do you want to also do you have Audition or some sort of audio editing so that you could also try and get the sound effect?
Yeah, I could edit it in. I mean, I have Premiere. I could do it in that, or I have Ableton for sound.
Just try and utilize the backwards bit at the end, but then there's some other falling ones that. But yeah, I mean, if you get stuck, let me know. But if you want to also crack that, that'd be great. That's quite cool. Right. Okay.
You not noticed the weird part.
I mean, to me, it's weird that it kind of jumps around so much, but I think that's quite cool as well.
What do the curves look like?
The curves are where's my bone?
Some animation recently, and I found that it's the curves that tend to control whether things like this look right or not.
You mean like the interpolation? Because I was having trouble with that.
What was your bug, Taro?
the when the coin falls like about halfway through, it does like a very harsh kind of rotate in and back out, and I'm not
Yeah,
entirely
'cause
sure
that's
why.
and the fix for that will be your interpolation, usually.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, it looks pretty good at the moment. What do you think, Joe?
I think it generally looks good, but I can see what you mean. There's that
yeah.
point where it sort of transitions from
Oh, the second bit, you mean?
yeah. There's a weird sort of change that feels
Let's
like it
watch
could
it
be more
again.
gradual.
Let's watch it again from the beginning.
There,
I reckon try more.
Try more.
Is that easy to
So
just
yeah,
copy and paste some keyframes so it kind of does it instead
well,
of doing it?
yeah, the thing is, I think the problem is I copied and pasted keyframes. So like here, like, I mean, the original animation is, I think, just from here, where it does like the short one. And then I copied and pasted the keyframes at the beginning and made it a bit more bouncier. But I think when it goes from this to the copied keyframes, because the coin is kind of rotated as it's been bouncing around, it suddenly like jerks back, and that's what looks weird about it.
Which is it? Can you see it between the two frames, the jerking?
Not really, because I did try and edit it manually, so it like blended a bit better. I think it's around frame 42 that it happens, but you can't really, or there. So
What, it
40.
speeds up or something? Or act slightly unnatural?
It kind of rotates along this x-axis here,
Yeah.
like back and forth in a weird way. Like it's kind of fast, so maybe you don't notice if you just see it once.
Well, I think it's all right, you know.
Kind of watching it on loop, I constantly see it. I think if you focus on this, the ridges here, you can kind of tell.
I can't see it.
Uh, maybe it's just me watching it on loop so many times. But if you want it bouncier, longer, I can kind of do that as well.
Maybe it's okay. Is this isn't the one that's in at the moment, is it?
No, it's a slightly shorter one that's in at the moment.
Okay, let's just watch it once through. That's cool. Let's use
Yeah.
that. Just match sound effect, even if it's rough, because there's like 3 or 4 kind of points where you'd want to hear the sounds synchronized, even if the sound is a bit kind of all over the shot, but just to kind of cut that together so that it falls and like 0.1 and it rotates in a way where you kind of feel like you want to hear that. And then it does
Also,
that.
Joe, you said about the interpolation.
yeah.
Like I know,
I'm just looking at this on your old one. You don't have any curves.
yeah.
What have you
So
done?
the thing is, I don't know how the interpolation in Blender works because you don't really get to edit it. You just sort of right click and then interpolation mode,
Well, you'd put
linear
it,
bezier.
yeah, but you'd go on to handle type above that, and then you'd set these, and then you can modify them individually. But what you should have on this is a bunch of curves that show your rotations and your positioning in your quaternion areas, and yours are all flat. And I don't know how.
Yeah, I mean, even when I choose the handles, there's like,
Well, yeah, because nothing will happen here because they're all they're flat. Which, if I did this on purpose, nothing should be happening. Everything should be completely static, and it's not. And I'm very confused.
yeah, I'm not really sure because this is like the first time I've animated in Blender as opposed to 3DS. So usually the handles are just there. I don't know why they're not.
Yeah,
There's
they're
probably
usually
something
just
I'm
here.
missing.
That's usually the thing here as well. Did you bake the animation?
No.
I don't understand. What happens if I actually just grab something and move it? Absolutely nothing. What the fuck? I am deeply, deeply confused. I set that to record. Then do. Nope, they're still flat.
Is it the keyframe type, maybe?
It, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea because hang on, if I share mine, I can't finish.
Sorry, I'll stop that.
So if I hopefully this is the way I think it should. So if I do this and I record here.
Be back in a minute.
If I do that and go to nation. I'm not getting any now either. What is this? Eh?
Yeah, I don't know what that is because normally they're just there, but
Yeah. Because I've been doing this with something else recently and I've been able to see everything. Why? I'm gonna have to look into this just for my own peace of mind.
yeah, I mean, I'll look into it as well because if I had access to the handles, I could probably fix it.
Okay. Well, I'll leave that between you two. But I like it, like what you've got. We could do to just get that in. Can we and then add a sound effect that's sort of covers the length of it and kind of does something appropriate.
I was just doing that before I got. So if we add a reverse coin that we can just play on drop. Where on earth is anything? No, that one. So we go. Here we go. That sounds. So that would be.
Blah 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 blah.
Makes no difference to me.
Round you go.
I'll take
That's
that
not
for
really
now.
loud enough, even at its maximum volume.
What was that?
That was the reverse coin audio on drop, so I'll do it again. But I think we need that louder.
From where I am.
Did you even hear that?
Yeah, I did. I mean, yeah, it needs to be a lot longer, but you'd be all right to have a pop at that, Taro.
Yeah, have a go at that.
Cool. So is that the new animation in, and then you're just going to lay some audio over the top of it?
Yeah, yeah, Joe, do you want me to send you this? How should I send you this new animation?
Send me the blend for. Oh, found it. I think. Is that? No, maybe yes, maybe no. Anything. Aha! Yes, there it is.
Okay,
Right. It's graph editor, not dope sheet.
right.
You go into there, and that will hopefully give slightly easier to handles.
Right. Okay, I'll do a quick edit on that then at the part where it kind of jerks a bit, and then I'll do the sound.
Let's see. But yeah, there we go. One for that for using mind.
And can we easily speed the front up, Joe?
Yeah, I have done.
Sorry, but I'm not got the screen on. Let me just get to the screen.
I can make it faster again.
Let me just. Sorry, I wasn't. I'm also looking at audio at the moment. So, okay, go again, please. That's real time. Is that real time?
Slower. What do you mean?
Is that's playing at your what you've set it to right now? You're not sort of fast previewing or anything.
Oh no, that's the correct.
Okay, let's play it one more time. Is it really easy to leave them on screen as they come on? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, so just have them stack.
Yeah. Is that like super easy to do right now? Or
yeah,
I just wouldn't mind seeing it.
So I should just have to. Oh. Maybe that'll work.
Nice. I like that better so far. I think we should try that. Maybe a bit slower, and then I'm going to send some of the audios you see have gaps at the beginning. So in an effort to try and keep it really human and conversational. So I need to do some edits and send you new audio, which isn't going to take me that long. I don't know if you two have got other stuff to talk about, and then I could do this quick audio edit, and then we can maybe see that. But it's up to you.
I don't think I've got anything to talk about, but I can work on things here while you do that.
Okay, up to you if you want to stay on. So we've got a few fixes in. Will you also have a look at that end logic and see if you can figure out what's going on? I think it might be not updating in a way, so you get a previous.
Yeah, I will. But first, I'm going to see if I can get it to swipe properly. We should be able to swipe in both directions.
Okay, I'm going to work on this other stuff. And then I'll just holler back on this call at some point, or if you don't hear me, I'll do it on WhatsApp.
All right, I'll get onto this coin thing.
Cool. Okay, all good. Because this call's record actually, well, it won't take long. So yeah, I'll be back to you in about 5 minutes, Joe. And Taro, stay on or scoot off. It's up to you. All's good.
All right. I'll probably scoot off then.
Okay, brilliant. All right. So are we now in a position to get a couple of renders out in terms of the coin for the static stuff? Do we kind of know, or is it too?
Yeah. I mean, if Ella's happy with how the coin looks in the renders, then I can send her
Okay, I
what she
need to get
needs.
that phone to her as well, so I'm going to do that. I just need to figure out something here on these audios. Neighbors are all starting to punch each other outside in the sunshine, which is a bit weird, but anyway, there you go. Okay, I'll catch up with you. I'll catch up with you in a bit.
All right. I'll see you later.
See you in a bit. Um, 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 uh, 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 Okay, I've just sent you 9 new ers. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi. Yeah, can you hear me?
I can.
Cool. I've just sent you 9 new audios. Could you pop those in when you've got a minute?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to pass this on the phone to Ella. I'll be back in 2 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Hello, hello.
I've still not received this email.
Oh, fucking hell. WASD.
Yep.
It's definitely gone.
The last thing I have is item shared with you AZ recorder, which is the video.
Should be with you soon. Okay, I'm just going to give it. Sure, I'll give you 5 minutes. WhatsApp me if you need to. It's just I'm just going to go and lie down and rest me back for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Which is obviously it's a bit weird recording this, but maybe it'll be the behind the scenes that we've been after.
I'll do my type 5, it'll be fine.
With what? Sorry.
I'll do my type 5, it'll be fine.
Okay, so catch up in 5 minutes.
Right, I'll speak to you soon.
Brilliant. Cheers. Hello, hello.
Hello. I've
Hi
just
there.
received them and I'm going to pull them in.
Okay, cool.
Are these names correct?
Too ambitious, is it? I still think about your story.
Sorry, I missed all that. I was explaining the sound here, but I got a feeling some of the logic's wrong. It keeps showing me different characters at different times. So it's not a huge problem right now because I think once we get it sorted. Nice. Can I see it again?
Yeah.
Have you got a set of those silhouettes without the question marks?
Yes.
Have you got them with just the outlines?
Find that one and that one.
Okay. Yeah, but so it would be transparent apart from the white.
No, I don't.
Okay. Okay, well, I need to download those and have a good proper look at them anyway. So that audio, I've also got another one here. Just bear with me 1 second. So that is cutting power. I might just send you this as well. Sorry, it's rare I get the chance to really look at audio and just try a couple of different things. So if you're right, just bear with me a little bit.
Yep.
Do you happen to know how long the animation is?
In terms of seconds.
Yeah, the coin falling.
Oh, the coin falling. Well, no, so I've not got the new one yet.
Oh shoot. Do like that. I bet it doesn't fit. But, I'm just going to also send you this. Hopefully, this will come through. Nice.
Just testing this, and we seem to be getting the right characters at the right times now. It was backwards. Although I flipped that so many times, how it can possibly still be backwards, I don't know.
Sorry, what are we talking about? I'm not looking at the screen. I'm just sort of sorting this audio out. What were you saying, Joe?
We were getting things wrong times. It was backwards. So I
Right. Okay.
swapped that background, and then obviously next time I open it, it'll be backwards again, and I'll have to change it back because something weird's happening. But it is now working for at least, and we can cycle through right and left. What else have I got? Oh, I need to knock off the ability to do that too early, and that should, I think, be all of our books. Well, all the magic books.
Okay, see if you get that file through and whether that can just go in place of what's on the coin fall at the moment.
Okay.
There is one more thing actually I want to do. What sound audio have you got to hand, like? And is it easy when you click on continue to go to a completely different audio? Just have it looping around.
Yeah.
Something a little bit unrelated. We'll figure out what I just need to feel like the audio is a new track. So whatever you've got, like possibly the feminine scene or the other Sano stuff, or we can provide something if you need it. But just to sort of loop around on a different track from there on in would be really cool.
Where have I just put that? Have a default fades. Yeah. That becomes where so that should replace that, and then you wanted a different background. Continue. Just put something random in here. That. It's terrible naming. Sod it.
Hey,
You sent me another new fall fades.
Yeah, use the second one if you got both.
Okay.
Tell it like it is. Say what you'd say to them, or to me. Talk to me like you would to them. Yeah. No. Yes. Yeah. No. Tell it like it is. Say what you'd say to them. What to me. Talk to me. Yes. Yeah. No. Yeah.
That mistake. Yep. Something. There. So I'm going to start sharing my screen.
Wow, that was fucking nice. So at the moment, the two-finger tap, that's still working, isn't it? Or have you added a double tap?
That's still two fingers. I will.
Okay, leave it like it is. I mean,
Okay.
that's probably good enough. Like, unless we're like discriminating against people with only one finger, like we should be all right. I mean, I think it does what it needs to do.
Is that it? Is that it? Yeah. I could see it in your face.
It was there, but you can't really
that it?
hear it very well.
Yeah.
I think it's good, you know. Okay, this image of the on that screen. Sorry. It's always algae. We're gonna need to fix that as well.
That is on purpose. That
Why?
isn't a bug. That's what Ella asked for. I can put the mask back on. It's right there. But I was asked to make it just the one that she provided.
Okay. All right, controversial. We'll leave it in for the moment then. See if it really does anything.
Yeah.
Logical trick.
Let me see if that works. So we did.
Don't worry.
It's there.
We'll figure it
I
out.
like it, you know. I might have to edit it down, get that shash off the end because it's probably wrong, but it's quite cool, I think. I mean, it's something that's unrealistic. It's great, I think.
Yeah, I just need
That one.
go with that one. Okay.
Is that it? Yeah.
I think I've just used the same thing for both. Is that the right? No.
It's really different. So yeah,
It
it
is
needs
really
to
different.
flip. needs to flip to the new music. You know, there's another thing. I'm just going to try.
BTM, why are you not playing? The object has like render, like active. That should work. Why do you not? What's no? Audio control. BGM. BGM. BGM.
Yeah, excuse me.
Audio jungle. Audio jungle. Audio jungle. Audio jungle. Audio jungle. Audio jungle.
I've got one more thing I'm going to try with you, if that's okay. I can't hear you if you can hear me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Okay, I've just sent me some more audio.
It comes through.
And I would like it to go at the beginning with a little pause. So it, because it's like a drum thing, it goes da 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 da. It's just once, it goes da da da. And like a little bit of space after that, by which, and then at that point, oh, actually, no, it should overlay. So it goes da da da. And by the last beat, there's 3 beats, by the last beat, it should have started.
Started what?
The current intro, which is like the flicking images coming up on screen, stacking, and the audios underneath.
Works. How long is it?
What?
This drum. Essentially, how long do you want to wait before the thing comes in?
I will tell you. I will tell you.
So I can do that before it arrives, hopefully.
Uh, 0.4 seconds.
Yeah, space time. Of course it is.
It is base 10. Jesus, what was that thing where we had to go fucking base 10, base whatever to like frames a second and percentage?
God, yeah, that was the
Scary as fuck.
time frame stuff. That was not fun. I don't even think that ended up meaning anything.
No.
We just couldn't figure out why it wasn't working, so I had to go through it all. Yeah, it's because it was looping on frames. So when it did that final frame time, it came with different things, and I had to write an entire bloody little library to have. Why is this not coming through? It's
Oh shit, I hadn't even sent it to you. Right, okay. Sorry, Joe.
yeah, that's
Yeah, but actually, I have made an amendment to it, which will sweeten it a little bit anyway. So, sorry, I will send that again. It's nice to work on these little bit of audio tweaks. It's the best bit of it for me.
big into audio.
Sorry,
Are you big into audio?
I love it. Yeah.
I would like it to go at the beginning with a little pause. So it's like it's just once you go.
Are you hearing that as well? I'm not losing my mind.
I am hearing that. I thought you were like playing it or something.
That's not me.
Oh fucking hell! That is really fucking weird. So somehow by mistake, because I've got two keyboards in front of me, because I've had all these problems with computers, I'm working between two computers that work, and there's another computer that's been in for the menders and stuff. It's really complicated my life. Anyway, whole other story. But I have two keyboards in front of me, and if I type into the wrong one, sometimes weird shit happens. So VLC Media Player had started recording and then started playing back, like, or whatever. I was mistyping on the wrong keyboard. It's fucking weird. Not that one. B2 we want. Just see.
Okay. If I put B2 on here, if we're lucky, that should. Timing on that wasn't quite there, so we wanted to come in. Try 200. See what that does. I'm not sure why there's a gap. There's obviously an offset somewhere. Something. What if I just don't delay it?
Doing something before it's starting the animation, isn't it?
Yeah. What if I turn this off? Does that make anything any faster? Why do we have a gap? Oh, what? Why did I have that? Now I do need to put the delay back in.
That wasn't horrible. Maybe a bit longer though.
600, and I'm going to bring the volume of that down slightly.
Yeah, leave it like that. I mean, I think, or is it? Do you need to pull it forwards a bit? Or do you do what you're going to do? So
Let me kind of, because I want it to sort of overlap between the last one and this starting, and they're like on. Let's bring it the other way.
500.
Or min max it. Is that right? So listen.
Yeah, I think that's all right. Or do you think a different one?
Yeah, it's just a slight. If this is right, I'm going to be annoyed because this is what we started with. That's probably right, actually. What if I bring this down to? Something just feels slightly as if they're not white. It feels like that last one should be setting it off, and it just doesn't. I don't know what it is.
Just increase it then. Go 1,000 and see what it feels like. It might need need the opposite of what we're trying to do.
No, that feels worse.
I don't know.
You know what?
I think it might be that, or
Right, okay, we'll put that in and we'll leave it alone and see how it feels as we go. Oh, I need to see. Skip that. Oh no, it's 1 second different.
I don't think so, friend.
Theo.
We like brothers.
ooh,
The kind.
excellent. So, oh shit, nearly fell off the chair. Must be
You'll do
good.
your back worse.
Yeah. So what are the major issues with that?
You
I
want
think
the
we're waiting for stuff, aren't we?
yeah, I've got new graphic stuff coming. I've hopefully fixed the logic bugs. I've added some extra checking to the email, so it has to have an @ and a dot. It's still not very good, but it's I think probably as close as we want to go.
I saw that and really annoyed me. But,
I mean, I can take it out, but we do want
fine.
people to be giving real email addresses.
Yeah, it's fine. I've also got it so it's working. So at some point we need to swap over, and we need to check what's happening with the lists and shit at some point. Yeah, can we print the APK as you did earlier with that stuff in? So we were waiting for a new animation and a sound effect from Taro, weren't we?
He's gonna do. I wasn't following the sound effects very well. I'm gonna get the new animation from him. I think we're gonna get a sound effects now.
APK of this first.
Yeah. Do you want an APK or do you want it put to Google Play?
Well, if we did last time today, let's just update that. We should be going via Google Play, but I think I've now got it working across these two phones. It's all right. So yeah, I'd like to test it out on my phone, and I think it's kind of better representation in terms of showing to Ella.
So the APK, not APK, the AAV files, which is where I go to Google Play, it can take like an hour or so to update. So I will keep updating that. But if we want an immediate one, it helps if I put out an APK.
Yeah,
And it seems to work fine on Android. iOS doesn't like it when you do that.
Yeah, I mean, what we probably want is 3 different tracks, don't we, or something? We're going to want like recent updates, testing. Then we're going to want kind of current version for external testing and with the rest of the team testing, but any others testing. So there's an official testing version. And then there's a version that is as close as we can for release, which occasionally we can kind of push and see what happens with this kind of thing.
Yes, so currently we've got an internal testing one, which is the one I'm mainly keeping up to date, because if we do it in closed testing, if I update it, it then goes for review, I think.
Yeah.
So I've got the internal testing one that I'm updating for us. We don't really want to do open testing, at least not yet, because that is anybody who happens to be using the Google Play beta stuff. So that's like an open test to everyone.
Yeah, we're going to want a second testing list for the team testing, which
well, is that not our internal testing?
No, because we're going to want to put it out then to people like the wider group. We need to manage those versions. What we don't want is a wider group to be feeding back on one that is updating more often, and it'll just be a fucking nightmare to administer or find out what version they were talking about in order to respect their input, because nobody does it when you want it to. And if you update in the background, that all becomes like a frustration for everybody, I think. So closed testing, wider team testing, yeah, and then there is like proposed release kind of thing.
We can keep this